Hey everyone, welcome to my Legendary Speedrun guide for Quarantine Zone on Halo 2 for Legendary. Starting off, you want to jump in the Ghost straight away and get ready to drive through the store as the Sentinels come through it. Just speed underneath all them, we don't need to take them out. Pretty much the whole of this level is just going to be speeding through in the Ghost past enemies. We're going to carry this Ghost literally all the way up until the lift or whatever it is. Just follow my path in the Ghost here as you see me doing, just avoiding all the enemies. Wait for that Warthog to come out of that door and then drive behind him. I can't remember what it's called, like the gondola right at the end of the level. We're going to take the Ghost all the way up to there. Here we're going to do a little 180 and speed off the cliff, or down the ramp. Here you want to drive up here past the Wraith. Here I got shot, but it's fine. Just speed up there. You want to hold A sometimes. So holding A lifts up the front of your Ghost and it helps you to go over the ledges. So when we jump down from that ramp, you want to hold A. When we jump over that gap, you want to hold A for a little bit. And going up that cliff there, you want to boost while holding A, and that'll help you get up the cliff. So just holding A helps you to climb walls and just maneuver a little bit better. So just remember that. Practice driving the Ghost a little bit. You should get used to it. It's pretty easy. Take your time coming around here, as you can flip the Ghost quite easily when you drive down this bit. Yeah, there's not too much to explain for this level. It's just a lot of speeding past enemies in the Ghost pretty much. Here you want to be careful of the big Sentinel because he'll pick you up. I can't with this little side route you can drive around to avoid him. So if you follow my route through there, he shouldn't pick you up. Because if you drive straight underneath him, he will pick you up with his claws and just kill you straight away. So yeah, speed past these guys. Be careful they don't board you, and then jump out here. You can drive the Ghost through this part, but you might as well just jump out and walk through. I think sometimes Flood do come after you there, I'm not too sure. There is a chance you might skip a load zone. I'll explain that in a second. Here you want to camo before you get in the Ghost, and then speed past this Wraith. The reason we camo is because if we're camoed while we're in the Ghost, it still counts as being camoed. Here I like to jump out and camo again, just so the Warthogs don't target us too early. So do that, sneak past them. I'll explain the load zones in a second once we get to the lift or the gondola. But here we're just going to continue driving on through. There's a chance a Flood might board our Ghost through this bit, but other than that, it's a pretty easy ride. Bit of Ghost driving practice and you should be good for this level. It's a pretty easy level, and now we have like a 5-minute wait on this gondola. I'm pretty sure just under 5 minutes, and we don't want to be killing Flood the entire time, so there's a little trick we can do to get on top of the gondola. You want to get up there as quick as possible. Follow this path I take. We're going to climb up to the top and then just walk off the end here. Don't jump, you can just walk straight off and you'll land on top of the gondola here. And you don't want to just sit here. Make sure you don't jump, because if you jump, the gondola will push you backwards, because there's a bit of weird gravity while you're on this, while you're up here. So just stay put and wait for the gondola to be finished. So now I'll explain the load zone. So while you're speeding through the level on the Ghost, try and stick to the path I do, because if you don't, there's a chance you can skip a load zone. I can't really explain it too well. That bit where I dropped down from the cliff, you want to take kind of the exact path that I do, because if you drop down too fast or speed off the edge of the cliff, you might die to the full timer. So just take your time when doing some of the jumps, while also being as quick as you can. I'm not too sure what the part time is for this level. It's probably like 20 minutes, something like that. And we're going to complete it in just over 8 minutes here. So yeah, just take your time through some of the bits with the Ghost. If you get to the end of the gondola and the cutscene isn't activating, or it's not loading the next area, then chances are you have missed the load zone, so you might have to go back through the level, backtrack through the level, or even just restart and try again. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the level. We're just going to sit here, and I literally went AFK at this point. I think I went and got some food, something like that. But we're going to sit here and wait for the gondola to be finished. And as soon as it's nearly finished, you can do a little jump off the end of the gondola to launch yourself towards the exit, I guess. There is a sword fly you can do, which I will show you guys. I think I'll show you guys if I can find the clip of me doing it. If you line the flood up right, you can sword fly, which will save you quite a bit of time. But other than that, there's not much for me to explain. I'll put some nice jazzy music on, and I'll be back when I need to explain something else. So we're now coming to the end of the gondola ride, and I'm going to show you a little trick to save a little bit of time. It's a sword fly. So you should see the enemies piling up where you will do in a sec. I'm going to cut to a clip where I do the sword fly, and you can line them up with the rocket launcher, and you can do a little sword fly as you're coming to the end of the gondola ride, and it should launch you towards the end of the level, and that'll save a little bit of time. Might need a little bit of practice for that, but if you're not going to do the sword fly, it's completely unnecessary. If you just want the part-time achievement, you can just wait for it to get near the end, and you can just run forward and jump where I do, and it should propel you forward, and you don't have to wait for the gondola to get to the end where the platform is. So yeah, that's the end of the level. We're just going to run to the cutscene now. Yeah, this is a pretty easy level. You guys should have no problem. If you found this to be helpful whatsoever, then be sure to like and subscribe, I guess. And yeah, thanks for watching.